This common ingredient you have seen on every label, from food to drinks to even beef jerky, I've seen it on beef jerky before, is aspergillus niger, aka toxic black mold. And that ingredient is citric acid. So stay tuned to learn a little bit more about this really frightening ingredient that is probably in every food that you could imagine. Years ago, I became very interested in what citric acid was exactly made of when my patients started reacting very negatively to a very, very popular magnesium supplement that is still on store shelves today with citric acid added to it. When I started noticing that my brain fog actually increased after taking this supplement, I turned the label around and noticed that there was something added to it called citric acid. I thought it was benign. Citric acid, I thought citrus. But no, it has a much darker origin than lemons and limes. Unless otherwise stated, I came to learn that citric acid, one of the most common food additives on the market, is actually made from aspergillus niger, beep beep beep, aka one of the most toxic black molds known to humanity. The majority of citric acid on the market, or in that drink that you're drinking right now, or on that beef jerky that you just happen to be eating that is preserved with citric acid made on black mold, it is made in a very complicated process in a laboratory wherein bacterium are placed on aspergillus niger. They then produce citric acid, which is then collected in a very scientific fashion and then shipped off to the food companies to coat your food in that lovely citric acid to preserve it for freshness. Kind of strange that something that's grown on black mold is used to preserve freshness. When I found this out, I did actually call the head of R&D of this very popular magnesium supplement that is on the market still today, still with citric acid included. I'm not going to call them out today, but it's one of the most popular magnesium supplements on your health food store today. I actually called and I spoke to the head of R&D myself because I am an bulldog style investigator and I do not settle until I find the truth. So I called him and I said, "Sir, did you know that you have something in your product known as citric acid? And is yours grown on aspergillus niger, aka black mold?" And his response was fascinating. He said to me, "Well, yes, it is grown on aspergillus niger. That is how the majority of commercially made citric acid is produced. However, it's so far removed from the aspergillus niger that it shouldn't cause a problem to your mold-sensitive patients." "Huh," I replied. "Can I ask you a question?" "Sure." If I told you that something was grown on uranium and I put it into a food product, but it was so far removed from the uranium that it shouldn't be a problem anymore, would you say that it was safe? Thank you. I won't buy your product ever again, and neither will any of my patients. So, unless it says citric acid derived from a citrus source, or it says lemon, oil, or something of that nature that indicates it is truly from citrus, citric acid, you're welcome, is grown on aspergillus niger, aka toxic black mold. And in my opinion, even if it is so far removed from the aspergillus niger itself, this still can pose a serious health risk, especially for sensitive patients, especially for the people who I particularly work with who are sensitive baby birds, and I love each and every one of you because I'm one of those. We tend to be more sensitive to these things, including citric acid. So, if you need an investigator for your own health journey, please feel free to DM me and reach out. We can schedule a free 30-minute consultation where we'll discover if you'd like to work together further. So I hope that this video was helpful. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being part of my followers and part of my Enlivened family. Love y'all. Thank you. Bye.